Happy Telling Tuesday! I hope you had a really good week. And I hope that you had time to think about the story that I told last week, inspired by the Aesop's fable, The Lion and the Mouse. And maybe you thought about a way that you might put a spin or a twist on the story. If you did, I would really love to hear about it. My goal this year, every Telling Tuesday, is to share a story that was inspired by a fable. I was going to show you my Aesop's fable book that my husband John bought for me years ago. It has over 283 fables in it. Stories, anecdotes, collected hundreds and hundreds of years ago that now we have to enjoy and use as jumping off places for our creativity. The story that I'm going to share with you today is inspired by the fable, The Stag at the Pool. Let me share with you my version, and you can go look this one up later. There once was a princess. A very beautiful princess. And she knew it. This princess, she didn't go anywhere without her hand mirror, with which she could admire herself. Her favorite trait was her long golden tresses. Her hair, it was her pride and her joy, framing her face and making her ever so beautiful. One day, the princess was out for a walk. With her hand mirror in her pocket, she took it out and began admiring herself and preening a bit. And she had the most wonderful idea. I know what my hair needs. I should braid it. And so she took her hair and she braided it and twisted it into a long, long braid down the side. Oh, yes, so beautiful. She always loved to admire her hair. But what the princess never did was look at herself in a full-length mirror, because the princess despised her legs. Oh, my legs, they're so skinny and pruny and hairy. The princess never wore anything but long skirts. She made sure that no one ever spied her horrible, rotten legs. Well, there the princess was, admiring herself, when she heard an odd noise. It was a sniffing, grunting sound, like a very large animal. There was a dragon upon her, very large and fire-breathing. The princess dropped her hand mirror and darted away as fast as she could, trying to get away from the fierce dragon. She ran so fast. She did not know that her legs could carry her so fast. She kept thinking that any moment the dragon would gobble her up. But she kept running and she kept staying away from the dragon. And finally she came to a forest. She thought surely she could hide inside the dark forest somewhere. And she went this way and swerved that way, in and out of the trees, still with her speed, until her long golden tresses got hung up in a branch. And try as she might, she could not free herself. And before the princess knew it, she sat in the belly of the dragon. And she lamented, "Oh, I praised and took pride in my long golden tresses and despised my poor skinny legs, when all the while my legs would have saved my life if it wasn't for my hair." How's that for fun? What traits or attributes do you have that you like or don't like? And how useful are they? I'd love to hear about it. And I'd love it if you liked this video, shared it with a buddy so that they could have some extra creativity. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel, so then you'll be able to catch next week's video. I hope you have a great week. Till then.